Hey, welcome everyone to Fran Opps Live. I am your host, Jared, your CEO, and this is the show where we help elite entrepreneurs and empire builders franchise their future with confidence and clarity. That is our entire goal. That's our entire hope, is to help aspiring business owners to find the right fit for them for the next chapter of whatever that is, whether it's an initial first-time buyer, first-time business owner, or whether you are adding to a portfolio. We help you do that with confidence, clarity, and in record time. So today I'm excited for today's conversation because we're diving into a topic that is incredibly relevant right now. And it's this: it's why service brands are booming in today's economy. Why are service-based brands? Why are they seemingly booming compared to some other industries in today's economy? So, and joining me today is someone who knows this world inside and out. Today we have the CEO of Bloomin Blinds, Kris Stuart, with us. Now, Bloomin Blinds has become one of the fastest growing home service brands in the country. And under Kris's leadership, they've built and are continuing to build a franchise model that's helping owners thrive, even in, as you know, a shifting economy. They are the nation's premier window covering brand, and they've earned a top spot in the Entrepreneur 500 list. Today, we're going to unpack why service brands are thriving right now, what's driving that momentum, and what kind of entrepreneurs are best suited to lead them. This is Fran Opps Live.
I'll never forget, Kelsey said, when we go live, you be ready because you're going to be getting phone calls. And I got phone calls before we went live. It was crazy. It immediately starts. The first 8 months that we were in business, we've already doubled that amount this 8 months. We're looking at good things.
Bloomin Blinds is a window covering company. Like most window covering companies, we sell and install blinds, but we have a real unique niche in the fact that we do repairs.
Repairs are great because at the end of the day, we really emphasize we're the only people in town that do true repairs. It allows us to go in and fix things. Would it be, a blind, a shade, or even a shutter? We can come in there and build that future business, and they love us for it.
The franchise model of Bloomin Blinds is an extension of our family's previous business. We ran the same model as a family company for about 20 years. We realized that we had something special, and so then we wanted to find a way to expand it and kind of share it with the world.
Kris, welcome, my friend, to Fran Opps Live. This is the greatest group in the metaverse, as we like to say. So,
thanks, Jared.
Thanks for joining us, my friend. This is good. I've been excited for this one for a while because we work with a lot of different brands spanning a number of different industries, and oftentimes, like the work that we do with our consultancy is to focus on the candidate first. Sure. Right. My efforts are really designed to kind of help that candidate determine the best fit for them. And I know that there's a lot of practice out there that does this, but in no way is my goal to manipulate that decision to try to convince them to step into something that is a better fit for me than it might be for them. And we see that a lot in franchising, especially franchise consulting, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. But I'm excited about this because for the right individual too, to know that the space that is a good fit for them is doing well and is booming is obviously highly encouraging and will lead to incredible amount of success. So, but before we really dive into all of that, and before we dive into the industry side of things, I'd love for you, if you could, Kris, share a little bit about your personal journey. How'd you get started with Bloomin Blinds, and really what led you to eventually become CEO?
Bet. Appreciate the kind words, and thank you for the introduction. That was my favorite thus far.
There we go.
You certainly win.
We'll take it.
Yeah, Bloomin Blinds, all those things are true, and I appreciate your stance on the consultancy and how you approach that. And the customer, your client, the customer is of utmost. It's not the brand, it's not you, it's them, and I appreciate that perspective. So, thank you for carrying that torch. So my mother started Bloomin Blinds back on 9/11/2001.
No way.
Yep.
No way. The day of.
The day of. So the state of Texas comptrollers were starting at 0700 and, 8 o'clock Eastern time. So they got some work done. One of them was stamping our approval papers, approved 9/11/01. So that became the brand anniversary. We ran a family retail operation where myself and my two brothers and mom, up until 2014, when we learned about franchising, very naive at franchising at the time, like so many.
Yeah, right.
Ours was an attempt to we enjoyed working together as a family, so we wanted to stay together as opposed to break apart. And so franchising was the vehicle that allowed our family to continue to stay together. Where so many of those family values come from is literally our family building this business together.
Yeah.
So did that till 2015 when we launched our first franchise operation. Sold the retail unit in 2017. Have been full-time focused on franchisors and building our franchisees businesses since then, and learning how to be better, more responsible, more effective franchisors in this space alongside our franchisees. So it's been a heck of a road. I'm very grateful for it. I'm grateful for the friends and education I've got, but now it's full tilt boogie on applying all of that to growing businesses that are chasing rockets.
And you've been CEO for how long now?
I've been leadership from the beginning. I was mom's first employee, was COO for a while, was chief innovation officer during a brief period where we were on a very intensive technological push. And now in this kind of next phase, I just took the CEO role last quarter to drive us forward with this new placement. Yeah, thank you. It's been exciting. It's been fun. I've got I've got the support of the entire family to make single point decisions via education and experience that I've been fortunate enough to obtain through the IFA and franchising in general. And now we're going it's full throttle to deploy them all. And it's going to be a pretty exciting year.
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to hear more about that too as we keep diving into this. But for those who may not be familiar, Rhett, can you give us a little quick overview of what Bloomin Blinds is?
Sure. So in short, we sell window or shading systems for the home and people. So it's blinds, shades, shutters, motorization, limited entry into home automation, exterior products. We do repairs, which is a key differentiator in our space, in the window covering space. We will repair existing window coverings from any manufacturer that we bump into. We have our preferred manufacturing partners with benefits and arrangements with them on behalf of our franchisees. But the repair is the standout. And I think one of the ways we approach it differently, we call it solutions-based design. So we would enter the space and you would tell us your complaint, right? What do you need it to do? And that used to be my entry to the home. Hi, I'm Kris from Bloomin Blinds. How can I help? Empty-handed, maybe a business card, no presumption of purchase, no carrying two of my favorite sample bags in. Much like you approach franchising, we approach the sales aspect of window coverings.
Interesting.
What do you need? What does the actual customer need to have a successful transaction? And we provide that, and we provide it expertly and well, based on. So we're coming upon 25 years in the industry. Collective experience in office well exceeds 150 years of industry expertise of the people we've got and resources. So we're very widget focused in what we do. We stay in our lane. We do what we promise to do, and then we also build a great brand in franchising and in across the space in our industry and in the franchising business industry. We understand the duality of our position.
Yeah, and it seems like that is a pretty common thread for most brands in home services, that they stay in their lane, right? They're like when you start getting into some other industries too, whether it's fitness and health or food and beverage, like a lot of times brands will begin to explore other things to add to what they're doing. You don't often see that as much with a service-based brand. Like if this is their lane, if they paint, they stick to painting. If they're roofing, they roof. If they do garage doors, they do garage doors. There's not a ton of like, maybe we can do garage doors and this. And so that's what I'm curious about with Bloomin Blinds. And what I'm curious about is your lane is blinds.
Mhm.
Like, how is that? It's from someone. Let's just pretend I have no experience with it at all. This is my first time hearing about it. Like, how are you making money doing this? It seems like such a, as you said, a niche. Like, it's a widget. Like, you're in a very specific, almost a limited lane. Is how I would tend to perceive that on first blush.
I think the reason that the stay in your lane part goes to the topic of today's conversation. Why are service franchises booming?
Yeah.
They're experts. They are absolute experts in do one thing, do it well, right? You go to Walmart, you have some limited options in every category, right?
Yeah.
You got a lot of food, you got a lot of clothes, you got some tools, some toys, you got a little bit of everything. You go to a clothing shop, they know your size, right?
Yeah.
They can fit, you're a large, right? Let's grab this one, and you like it, right? How do they
Yeah.
do that? They're
Yeah.
experts.
Mhm.
I think that's why service-based businesses are booming right now. Is the community recognizes the expert amongst them, and
Yeah.
if they're not trying to create this mission creep and capture everything, right? If everything's
Yeah.
important, nothing's important.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
you
Yeah.
focus, you celebrate what you do really, really well,
Mhm.
and although we think niche, right? Like, how many windows are in your home? How many
Mm.
windows are in your neighbor's home?
Oh, okay.
How
Yeah.
many windows are at City Hall? How many windows are at the school? How
Yeah.
many windows are at any of those franchise restaurants?
Yeah.
Or
Right.
fitness spaces, right? How many roller shades, massive order, are in front of Planet Fitness across the front?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's niche because they're not a topic point of conversation, but it's a daily use item. Light
That's
switches.
true.
Use
Yeah.
it every day. Don't even think about it until you can't find it or it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Then it's almost nearly catastrophic. Is it electrician? Is it light bulb? Is it, oh no, what do I do?
Yeah.
Windows, privacy, security, heat, light control, all of those things apply the same.
Yeah.
If it's not that regular experience of it living, particularly to residential,
Hmm.
any disruption to your lifestyle or your daily patterns becomes problematic. And so
Yeah.
if you can repair it, great. Let's just get it fixed and get you back to living normal. Otherwise, you want something new?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what for you guys then, do you have like, is there a balance between residential and commercial work? And is there a specific, like, this is what we're trying to shoot for, or is it kind of whatever you can get, or people are doing differently? How's it work
Yeah,
there?
we're primarily residential and light commercial. Think like your dentist, chiropractors, things like
Oh,
that.
okay.
We have some of our
Smaller unit.
franchisees that
Mhm.
have scaled to the team size to do more of a commercial operation.
Mhm.
In 26, we're going to be deploying large scale commercial resources
Okay.
and bidding tools for our franchisees that will
Yeah.
basically scour and deliver ready bids straight to them. So we're opening up that large scale commercial channel
Okay.
in 26. I think part of that, it was kind of self metered a bit in responsible scaling.
Okay.
Right? There's some jobs you can get into that would crush a business. Too
Mm.
much financial exposure, liability, logistical management between roll off dumpsters and things like that that need to be executed in large facilities. Some of those things not done well if someone's entered into a new industry can be catastrophic.
Hmm.
So some of that is just metered scaling to make sure that it's done responsibly, and
Yeah.
so you're not overextending either the Z or the brand
Yeah.
in ways that can't be supported or protected. The long-term stability is the goal.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Makes sense. When you mentioned, experts, how long does it take someone to become an expert in blinds as a franchisee? Is the franchisee the one doing it, as far as like they're the experts, so they're the ones doing the work? Is that something that, like, they don't have to have any experience to come into this? Like, there's no expertise they need to bring? Like, talk to me about that as it relates to your franchisees.
The expertise required in any home-based business is going to be a communication skill, right? If you can have a conversation, right? In a home-based service business,
Mhm.
we never control the environment. There's no brick and mortar that we can, from the facade to the music to the everything, like, you can control that. In a home-based service-based business, you're in somebody else's home. They're always in control of the environment. So you have to be able to communicate the message well in that environment. There's usually a defensive posture. Most of our customers are women, most of our suppliers are men.
Okay.
So we're in the home. Normally we have to be cognizant of that relationship, that posture, not create any unforced errors or any bad moments in that. And you have to be able to deliver the information well amidst all of that environment. So you got to communicate.
Yeah.
The product is very tall, bookended data sets, right? Mins and maxes, can I, can't I's. And so you get familiar with how to access the data and apply it,
Yeah.
not memorization. That skill set is to get comfortable with terminology and jargon,
Mm-hmm.
and the shoulders tucked back, the chin comes up a little bit. 6 months,
Hmm.
12 months, you're smooth sailing.
Hmm.
Some faster.
Yeah.
Some people have a more analytical mind, and those data points are easier to manage than others. They're
Sure.
all documented. They're all easily accessible for everybody. Some people can't stand flipping through paper,
Yeah.
right? Just the concept of research just makes their skin crawl.
Yeah.
Use the microphone button and talk to it, right? There's
Yeah.
other ways to do this. So, but the skill set isn't the widget, it's the delivery of the information. And I think that's probably universal to some degree in
Mhm.
service-based businesses.
Yeah.
Because we are educating on a teachable skill set. You can train to do this well.
Yeah.
You cannot train to be of good character.
Mm.
You cannot train to be an integrity-filled person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You cannot train to enjoy people. You either choose to or you don't. And so
That's true.
if
Yeah.
you've chosen to enjoy people and communicate and do well,
Yeah.
apply yourself to the data and go succeed.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's so good. In your experience, what are some of the key factors that you think that make service-based models more resilient, even in like an economy that's consistently changing and shifting, or uncertain, or especially uncertain with the future? I feel like this whole year, that's kind of where the cultural feeling has been, of just uncertainty of what lies ahead. So in your experience, what are some of those key factors that really make service-based models kind of more foundational, more resilient?
Yeah, it seems the lean seems to be how uncertain can we make everybody's environment.
Yeah,
And
for real. Yeah,
when did
we're
that
knocking it
become
out
the
of the park.
goal?
Tell you what.
Yeah, right. Well done, everybody.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I think the edge lies in, it's almost an oxymoron, the national brand strength.
Okay.
The bifurcation line is franchising,
Hmm.
because that national brand strength is executed by a local person who lives in that market, loves the market, loves his neighbors, loves the community, supports the community, and that's delivered at a local community feel.
Hmm.
That guy's the expert. This is my mechanic, right? This is my blind mechanic. This is the
Yeah.
guy I trust. Let me tell my friends and neighbors about him.
Hmm.
And it's so you get all the market penetration of the brand strength, but it's the delicate feel of a local provider that makes it. You go to McDonald's, not to, man, I shouldn't pick on McDonald's. I do love them, but and they're good.
But you
model,
don't,
it's
you're
a
not
product
trusting
model.
the owner of that local McDonald's. And
Right,
that
nor
is
do
that
you
what you're
connect
saying?
with
Like
them.
that's a vast difference here with service-based brands, is you're trusting really the people of that brand as
And
opposed to the brand name itself.
they may bring a team of 5, but that owner's showing up with them,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Because that's his company.
Yeah.
That's his business. It's
Yeah.
his reputation.
Yeah.
It's his character. Like she doesn't want to do a bad job in the market, because they are directly applicable to that. The owner of the drive-through may live in another state, may not, so
Mhm.
be it. May have 16, may only have the one.
Yeah.
Outside of Chick-fil-A, the owner is not working the drive-through.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
so there's a connection point that doesn't exist in other verticals
Hmm.
that does in service space, whether it's a paintbrush or a pressure washer or a window
Yeah.
covering.
Yeah. So I guess a side question then, specifically for Bloomin Blinds, is it like, do you have multi-unit owners? Like, and how do they, if so, well, I guess first of all, do you have multi-unit owners?
Yes, but they're all contiguous.
Okay.
So we don't have disjointed multi-territory owners.
Yeah.
So we've got, like, Nashville, 6 territories, but he's all Nashville. He bought the city.
Mhm.
And so he's running 4 trucks across Nashville.
Well, he's
Plus
surely not going to every location, every job.
he's going to the ones of merit. He's not going to go to a $50 tilter,
Okay.
but he's showing up to the restaurant that bought $10,000 of shades. He's showing up to the home that bought 2,000. He's selling them. He's the salesperson. Most owner operators become the salesperson because they just love the opportunity to go into somebody's house that their internal teams may install and do service.
Yeah.
But I promise you 9 out of 10 are still choosing to be that salesperson because they want to know their customer. They want to know the end point of their deliverables.
Yeah.
What to send their best team, they position their teams better as well with more information. So the smart ones, the ones that are following the recipe, are the ones touching their customers.
Yeah. Now to do all that too, like to grow a business to that kind of size, that kind of scale, to operate that many employees, to understand and have a firm grasp of your numbers, to track I mean, as many as you want, but the right KPIs with all these things. Like I envision, like, of course they're bringing the sales ability. They're bringing the leadership ability. You guys provide a number of things. So what role would like technology play? And what role are you seeing technology play in today's service-based brands? As opposed to, it's changed a lot since 2001. since your mom first started this. So what role do you see technology playing today in today's service-based brands?
It's funny as my brother took the money we got from a cash job and didn't turn it into mom and went and bought our first computer system with it. Back in like 06.
A big bulky one.
Yeah. Oh, it was junky.
Oh yeah.
Technology is unavoidable right now. It's delicate for us. We just chased a significant AI build. And at the end of the day, for any other franchisor that's watching this, if you build it or buy it in technology, buy it. You're not software companies. Don't build it. Stay in your lane. Stick to your widget. Do what you do well.
That's great advice.
Ask me how I know. But the ability to think faster, to the speed to answer that you can take action on, all of those are very real needs that any business has right now, particularly franchising, and the ability to take data from across the country in nearly every market we're in, over 35 markets right now, and to be able to pour all that into a data warehouse and cross-analyze all those different metrics, I think it's table stakes right now. And if you don't have some business intelligence tool extracting as much as it possibly can so you can get that answer as fast as you can, you're already behind the gun. I think natural language modeling is the new dashboard.
Okay.
I think
say that again. Natural language modeling.
Right, like ChatGPT, right? It's natural language models.
I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so being able to access data through a simple question as opposed to a formatted dashboard, I think is going to be how it's all going. So I think there's I don't like to use the word, but there's an arrogance of pride that allows people to look at dashboards and go, and really is it green or red or up or down?
Yeah, right.
And that's their person. Yep. But there's that pride keeps them from saying, but what's that mean? Or how did we get there?
Okay.
And that ability to not let's just jump to the answer, right? It's like turning in your homework with just the answer, teacher didn't know you got there.
Right. Yeah.
They need to see the thought process. So being able to do it in natural language processing to say, how much did I sell when it rained last month? Right? Or what did that cost? What would my appointment count go down during the parade season, or any number of things you could ask.
Yeah.
You now know what you want to do with that answer as soon as
and in record time you can get that information. That's great.
Most owners and business operators know what they want to do. They just they can see the destination, but the stones to get there are hidden. And that's where dashboards, KPIs, business intelligence should come into play, is guiding those steps to the desired destination.
Yeah.
And the dashboard, I don't think, gives them that. They give them the destination and it says, ask yourself backwards how we got there. Well, it's your dashboard. Or ours in this case.
Yeah.
So I think that's how technology is going to help clear up the understanding, particularly AI.
Yeah.
The understanding of business operations and what is possible and what can be extracted from
Yeah.
in data and technology.
Yeah.
The chase we were on, we use a handheld laser that Bluetooths into our iPad, the measurements. We were on a chase to use AI, voice analysis, keyword scraping, 4K camera overlays. It was awesome.
Yeah.
We're
That's intense.
pat,
Yeah.
patent secured, right? But
Mhm.
it turned us into a software company. It had a distraction level that had a
Mm.
negative effect on our
I
primary
see.
stay in your lane
Yeah.
function, right? So again, ask me how I know. I were just exiting this.
Gotcha.
Okay, that was a cool learning curve,
Yeah.
but let's refocus on our stay in our
Yeah.
lane, get in our, stick to window coverings and shade
Right.
systems.
Yeah.
And now applying all that learning and speed and processing intelligence that we have,
Mm-hmm.
and no more distractions. It's full tilt boogie straight for as many window coverings as we can do. And it's the market is increasing, the awareness is increasing, manufacturers are adding more marketing assets to the space, and so
Yeah.
consumers are knowing what's out there more. So it's a very exciting time in our space. Design minimalism, um, updating child safety, always an issue. The
Interesting.
federal government has banned corded systems going forward.
Oh,
They
really? Banned them.
they are illegal to manufacture. So
Interesting.
going forward,
Yeah.
all new products manufactured and anything that breaks, basically everything that exists in America currently hanging in windows outside of a single digit percentage that's already motorized,
Hmm.
let's swap it out. It's all
Yeah.
getting flipped over.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
the
Yeah.
hundreds of millions of window coverings nationwide are going to get upcycled into either cordless or motorized products
Mm-hmm. Yep.
in the next 10 to 15 years, probably.
Yeah. And they're going to need somebody who knows how to do that well. They're going to need an
I would
expert in that space. That's good.
I would like to have a provider in every market as
Sure.
fast as the demand, with the tools to deliver as fast as the demand flows in.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. That's so good. For someone watching this, who's evaluating franchise opportunities, what advice would you give them about comparing service-based concepts versus other types of franchises?
A service-based concept becomes a lifestyle. If you love it, you will embrace it,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
you will wear your brand everywhere you go. You will wear it at the at the checkout. And
Yep.
that's my favorite. Should I do this or not? Is if you avoid eye contact in a grocery checkout line, you're probably not cut out for service-based home service.
That's so
But
true. Yeah.
if you engage a stranger and you're like, oh hey, that like whatever, hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Man, you could sell anything in home services.
Yeah.
And that's just the ability to communicate, to connect nearly instantaneously
Mm-hmm. Yep.
is the fairy dust that any home service brand um,
Yeah.
could sprinkle on themselves and go forward.
Wow. Yeah, that's so good. My goodness. Yeah. And so if that's you, audience watching right now, or even those of you watching at a later date too, and you feel like that aligns with who you are, at least on a very initial basis, you identify as a person of character, person of integrity. You love talking to people. You love solving problems for others. And you think this might be a space for you to explore in a little more detail. Then genuinely right now, whether you're watching live or later on, type Bloom in the comments on whatever platform you might be on. Type Bloom in the comments, and we'll strike up a conversation with you to at least begin that process and see if this might be a good fit for you, if you might be a good fit for them, and to continue to go from there. Because it is continuing to grow. I mean, you heard it from Kris. This company started on one of the most terrible days of this country's history, right? And then went through economic declines, went through pandemics, went through a number of different things to continue to grow. And they know how to do this. So when you're thinking about an industry or space or a brand that might come with or they have proof of success even at risky times, that's an interesting to you, then type Bloom in the comments and we'll get a conversation going. Kris, while they're doing that, my friend, I genuinely can't thank you enough for your time and just your experience, your wisdom, sharing all those things here in this group. And I'm excited to hopefully do some work together and help you do that very thing. Find people find some owners in every market that Bloomin Blinds can continue to solve problems and provide what people need. So thanks for your time, my friend.
You got it. One last thing to add: if you're shopping if you're shopping service-based businesses, be prepared to be of service. That is the entire nature of it. You are serving somebody else by choice, by decision, and by investment, and your returns come post-service. So
prioritize people first over profit. It's a heart thing. Be ready to be of service. I love that. That's so good. Thank you, Kris. Appreciate you, friend. Take care.
Everybody.
Bye.
Being a business owner is awesome. It's a great feeling. You can be as successful as you want to be. It really comes down to how much you're going to put into it.
My daily life as a franchise owner is very busy. I go from one sales appointment to an install to a repair to maybe a couple sales appointments a day. Typically, we can do about 7 to 8 appointments a day or more, depending on how quickly they go.
A lot of the franchises that we researched had support to a limited time, and then it was a billable thing after if we needed additional support. When we call, one of the Stuarts always answers.
We literally want to be part of your business. We want to walk with you day after day, trying to make sure that as you're figuring out how to do the job, you also have someone to help you run the business. You're going to get training, you're going to get infrastructure, you're going to get website and software and better pricing. We've got the marketing part automated. Franchise owners don't really have to do anything. Set a budget and answer the phone. That's the marketing plan for a Bloomin Blinds franchise owner.
People have been with us for a long time. They just continue to call, and we always go by word of mouth. It's awesome. That's why we have to provide excellent customer service, paired with a great team and great customer service. The sky is the limit.
I can genuinely say that we have put our blood, sweat, and tears into making our franchise owners' worlds better.
That's why we chose Bloomin Blinds, because they are interested in our business. They are interested in our well-being.
I would definitely recommend Bloomin Blinds to someone who's looking for a franchise.
If you're interested in another chapter in life, if you're willing to take a look at this, we'd love to have a really clear and honest conversation about it. It's a lot of fun. I think you'd be surprised what you find.